Hectic lifestyles and the wonders of computer technology are here to stay. Fitting a decent meal into our schedule may seem impossible. So can making room for fresh air and exercise. Such trends can spell big trouble, especially for the very young. An era of fast food and video games has spawned a new generation of overweight kids, whose play and eating habits are altogether different than the youngsters of bygone days.
It used to be that kids maybe had 1 soda every week or every 2 weeks, and now they're having up to 2 sodas a day, and it's just too much.
Dr. Chris Matson is with the Weight Clinic at UCSF Medical Center and points out that 15% of kids today are considered overweight or obese, but it jumps to 30% among poor families who can't afford fresh produce or can't get to a large supermarket that offers it. Much of the weight problem can be explained by simple inactivity.
They're not necessarily walking to school, they don't have physical education to the extent that they used to, and they're watching more television.
TV not only keeps kids on the couch, it can lead to a bad diet.
The problem is that what kids see on television is almost all junk food. In fact, there's almost no nutritional food that's advertised on TV.
Our eyes can tell us when a child is too heavy, but doctors measure child obesity by BMI, or body mass index. That is to say, a person's weight relative to their height and age. BMI tends to peak around 6th grade. If the added weight isn't off by then, it can be very, very difficult.
And if you're overweight in 6th grade, there's a really high chance you're going to be overweight in high school and then as an adult.
Dr. Lisa Dana is with Golden Gate Pediatrics in San Francisco. She says kids often spend a great deal of time in the care of a grandparent or other relative.
And of course, we want to feed our grandchildren and our nieces and our nephews. You're putting these children at increased risk for medical illnesses that are significant, like diabetes and high blood pressure.
And if the relative serving in the role of guardian is also suffering from one of these diseases, there's an even greater chance the child will share in it.
So your 6th grader might have the same disease that your grandmother has, and that's serious. And if you can keep your child healthy and with a lower BMI and make good choices, you can really decrease that risk.
In our next report, find out how one school is taking the lead in the fight against child obesity, how putting the lid on empty calories is paying dividends in the classroom.